everybody. I think today we're gonna talk about vending items and how to flip a profit. Obviously this video is not gonna be a very big video because server maintenance is going to be happening, but I'd like to kind of help people understand how player marketing works and just overall how to make a little bit more caps. Honestly, it's not a very hard ordeal, I guess. If you look, you can obviously see how many caps I typically run into. These serum recipes go for about 17,500, and these are not duped. I actually hit max caps pretty quickly so I can keep my flow going, because how much junk I accumulate. I do like picking these things up because they do hold value. So you can see I've almost got 2 of every good one. And the way that I do that is, I'm sure there's some people who already do it and other people who don't, but let's go ahead and open up my shop doors. I should go through this one day to show everybody how I set things up. I actually have switches to control my stuff because how inconvenient it gets when it comes to selling stuff too fast. So I got one for doors. See, they close. One for vendors. Now they're up. But right now, because I'm so close and I'm doing a video, I'm going to keep my shop down. So first off, what you can do is, if you do the Brotherhood of Steel quest line and decide to do the technical data, you can turn those in, and occasionally you can get outfits and stuff like that. Like this bomber jacket, I'm experimenting on that one. It sells pretty frequently, but I put it usually at 500 caps. I'm gonna try a little bit higher, see what happens. But for the most part, I'll put outfits for about 550, and people will buy them. Believe it or not, people do. It's not a bad thing. They're not horribly expensive, and it's cosmetic. But, oh, and these I am gonna save for later dates, because the longer time goes by, the value of these will go up. Because, like, the Bloody Chef outfits weren't as common as... Sorry, I got the hiccups. These aren't as common as the hats. Girl Master hat, same thing. Imposter Sheep Squatch stuff, those sell good. I've been selling the helmet for about I think $12.50, and the outfit roughly $37.50 to $5,000, and they do sell. Responders helmet, I use those for trades. But yeah. Okay. So how I flip profits is when I run around somebody's shop, just because I got enough credits or caps and stuff like that, I will hop around, see what kind of sales are going on. This is the part that I don't understand. I see people selling mutation serums for about 250, 275. If you want a fast sell, sure, go ahead and do that. But keep in mind, if you use Great Mentats and you use, what is it, Hard Bargain, one serum you can sell to the vendor for about 500. So you can sell almost, you can sell 2 a day. I buy them all the time for about $2.75. I'll even buy them if it's about, well, even if it's around 400. So between $2.50 to $4.50, I'll buy them, and I'll put them on my shop for $6.50, and people buy them all the time. Believe it or not, people will buy them. And again, it's better than going to the Enclave and spending $3,750, right? Yeah, of course. So I flipped a profit, and I never had to put my flux into it. I didn't have to do anything for these other than buy them and put them back on the market. Let's see, what else sells? When you get these games, put them up for about 1,000. People will buy these because when you go through your challenges, you can see which ones you need, and sometimes people do actually need those. It's not a bad price. These are experimental prices. They're a bit high. I experiment all the time with the market just to see what people would pay. And it's not a greed factor, honestly. The mutations alone is just a logical price. But scrap-wise, ballistic fiber's a bit high. I could sell those consistently if I put them about 12 caps. Copper is usually 45 to 65. Loose screws sell all the time. I should do a video on where to farm up screws. I always have a ton of screws. You can scroll down here and see I still got 214, and that's just on this character. I got all sorts of stuff. But my main money maker, which I was reluctant to even bring up, but you know what, why not? This isn't for my personal gain, it's actually to help everybody else out. These prime plans. I actually need to put these up, and I actually organize all my stuff. So you go down here, and the way I see it is if it's something common, something that's, you know, nothing horribly great, but people could probably use. Let's see here, like the combat rifle receiver. I put that. Oops, wrong button. There you go, $17.50. That is usually my base price, and it will sell. The ones that make me a lot more money is heavy weaponry. So like this prime Gatling gun, the Gatling laser, minigun, 50 cal, automatic radium, automatic anything. Handmade is probably one of the better ones, but you know, it varies. You just kind of look at what are people using mainly on the Queen. So automatic pipe gun receiver, that one will sell good. So 2,500. And that's if you want it to sell relatively fast. You can vary your price. It depends on how you want to play. Do you want to play and, you know, make money fast, or are you patient? If you're impatient, you're going to want to drop your prices more. You want to think competitive and not profit. So I'm obviously going to put the high sellers first. So we'll do those. In a way, this video might screw over my own cap ratio if viewers catch on to how the pricing works. And you know what? I'd find that more of a compliment. That means you guys are getting as much out of the video as I'm hoping you are. I don't do this for max views or money or anything like that. This is strictly to help out everybody else to kind of understand the game a little bit better and have a little bit more fun. Hopefully not a horrid amount of spoilers that'll kind of depend on everybody else on what they prefer to see. You guys can always leave a comment and I can go ahead and cover that, but please do not ask for exploits and bugs or anything like that, because I will not cover those. I'm not a fan of cheating. I will never post something that has cheating unless it's involuntary and I didn't realize it was a glitch or something like that. I'm going to put this one at 2000 because it's not too common. But yeah, I got this character's almost level 300. He has a couple more levels to go. Then I have one that's like 330 something. So I do know quite a bit about the game. I've been around. I know where to farm everything. It's just really up to everybody else what they prefer to see. You guys can only assume how many Scorch Beasts I actually farm, which is something I don't quite understand. Is Cranberry Bog is like empty all the time, and I think it's because of Scorch Beast, and yeah, they can be kind of harassing and stuff like that. Melee, I understand. My main is a melee character. I hate going over there. But this character's ranged, and I farm the hell out of these Scorch Beasts, as you can tell. And it's mainly because it's good profit. Good profit, you can find a ton of stuff over there. Radiation emitters is that's going to be a different vendor probably. Yeah, whatever, we'll just put the 10 mil on there too. Can't hurt anything. So the way I line things up is usually like the first vendor, I will put weapons and armor. Second is usually aid and junk. Third will be armor and armor, weapon, and housing plans. Third one is usually the prime plans, the really high value ones. I have some in here that are near priceless because they're very rare plans. I have, let's see, what the heck is it called? I think it's towards the bottom. Or not. The skeleton costumes and witch costumes sell pretty good. I've been able to get about 5,000 out of it per but it can be kind of a nuisance trying to find them. This Voltec University jumpsuit was the one that I was talking about. It's a random world drop, and I've seen people saying go to Harper's Ferry and stuff like that. This is actually the second one I've found. I learned the first one just to see what it does, and it's actually kind of nice. But that plan is very hard to get a hold of, apparently. But you can make the Voltec jumpsuit, and that's just like the stuff that you wear over your armor. Then the other, it also unlocks the Under Armor, which is under casual, I think. So you actually get both of those. So the next part that's gonna benefit sales, I'm gonna keep my shop closed because I'm already at 21,000 and I don't feel like going around and having to figure out how to blow some money. I actually locked the robot in here, even though I think he escaped. Next part about trying to bump up your caps is location. Looks like we may have something around here that wants to attack us. Not sure what it is. Let's use a berry bin tap. Maybe I'll see it. I'm not seeing it. Is it this? Wait. Man, I don't want to go in the water. There we go, we got him out. Thought it was weird that my turrets weren't taking him out. Since we wasted time and obviously looking at turrets, you can do your customers a favor and yourself a favor. Point these turrets over at whatever direction that people or the creatures spawn. The fun part about this is that depending on what you're trying to get, you can use that as a farm. You don't necessarily have to be at your base for it to happen. Whenever somebody goes to your shop, stuff spawns, your turrets kill it, you get to loot those later. I actually get a lot of acid and stuff depending where I want to put my stuff. So my location, I don't particularly care for right next to White Springs. People always have a shop there, and 9 times out of 10 it's just a crap shot. I like going in between White Springs and Top of the World. There's a lot of flat area, there's resource nodes if you care about that. One thing that I noticed is if you go for a resource node, you may as well expect that your base is going to be under attack fairly frequently. So I actually do not use those resource nodes. I personally don't like them, don't need them. Everything else can be farmed very quickly. Ooh, horde. Let's try it. The big thing about shops, though, is making sure that you don't get overly greedy. If you get too greedy, it's not going to help you out on selling much. But you don't want to be overly generous either, because then you have people like me who will go out of their way to buy all your stuff, yeah, you make some money, but you're helping them out more than anything. Rather than helping them out, you should help out yourself. I should go over how to make drugs one day. I actually am very self-reliant in this game. I don't go out of my way to buy people's stuff very often. I always end up with a bunch of Radaway and stem packs without even having to make them. I don't even know why I bother collecting blood packs. I do my own disease cures, my antibiotics. Formula P is one that I use a lot. Berry mentats in general, all those are very useful. And when you have a mass abundance, like you can see, I got 61 of them. Just pop that on and you'll see where everything is without even having to worry about it. And you take maybe it'll take probably about an hour to farm up all the materials, and I usually do just a day where I do all the drugs. It doesn't take me a day to do it, but still. Alright. So we're looking for Scorched. We know ghouls spawn at Voltec. Liberators, so we're gonna go to the airport. A lot of the horde events, you know where to go based off of what spawns and what you know about the map. There's not very much random anything when you think about it. It's kind of placed fairly okay, I guess. Hopefully they'll evolve the game to where it's a little bit more of a guessing game. As you can tell, I got my guess correctly. I should have used the Formula P before I fast traveled. I noticed I get a bit more of the 3 stars if I use the Formula P before fast traveling. Oh, that's not bad. That's still a low level weapon. I can script it for later. We're gonna go ahead and I'm kind of just burning time at this point, I'm gonna do this event. You can get the little rare outfits every now and again. I have yet to find them. I'm not horribly lucky when it comes to that, but one day I'll get lucky. Go ahead and tag the Scorched Beast. He'll never attack you, he'll just fly away, but I noticed if you attack him, you won't spend as much ammo trying to kill everything. Just because the Scorched Beast will keep spawning in extras, it's just better to shoot him and let him fly away. I'm glad that they actually fixed this, because this event used to take a really long time because you'd be waiting for the waves, and this wave kind of just goes fast now. Hey, I got company. I may cover a video on maybe another nuke a little bit later, I don't know. Really depends how much time there is. Where I live, they finally got rid of daylight savings time. So now I'm kind of like lost on when the servers actually go down, and I think it should be going down soon. I thought about making another character and just do walkthroughs on some of the quest lines, but they kind of made questing a bit easy. I don't know why people like having those quest markers. But Wastelanders will be coming out soon, and we're supposed to be getting NPCs, so let's hope for a little bit extra excitement, huh? I just hope that this legendary mode that they're coming out with ends up actually being worth it.
Attention responders. Cargo bot is now on final approach. Eyes to the sky, people.
While we're at it, may as well loot some ammo. Scorched is pretty good when it comes to ammo. Of course, doesn't want to act like it right now. But Scorched, what are they? Super Mutants and the Mole Men, whatever. Those guys give pretty good ammo too. I actually found out a better way of farming lead, and I've been able to get probably say a little over 1,000 lead per run. Get rid of the stuff we don't need and move on. Next part of making some money. I do drop by the Enclave every now and again, and I'll check what kind of mods they have. Depending on what they have, I'll buy them and I'll increase the price just a little bit, not by a horrible amount. Not unless it's like the XO1 Stealth Boy jetpack, reflective plates, the Tesla coils for the chest piece. Rare pieces like that, I'll bump up the price a bit. But those are also kind of a shot in the dark. It's not a guaranteed that you're gonna sell them anytime soon, and they are a bit heavy. So if you're not good at your stash space like me, well, I could be better at it, but I'm not. Mainly because the stuff that I farm always sells. And while I'm here, this area is good for getting that technical data as well. And because I'm recording, I am going to curse myself. I can already tell. I should have already found... Oh, there's one. kind of do the same rotation when it comes to dropping by the Enclave. Let's see what kind of stuff you guys got. Nothing good. So I got my technical data. Let's go turn that in. Maybe we'll get an outfit and be able to make another 500 caps off it. Yay, engineer uniform. That's probably one of my favorite ones from Brotherhood of Steel. If you're a grenade person, lots of grenades up here. Sucks that I can't blow them up without throwing them. Sometimes there's plans down there. I run upstairs and check one more spot because sometimes there's an outfit that shows up over there. Depending which one it is, I may grab it. The way this game works, when you grab stuff, it's a bit more annoying trying to find a server that has another one. So I must have already picked one up or somebody else picked it up. But if I noticed if I pick up certain plans, they won't show up for several server hops. Let's see, any plans in here? No, I'm not gonna worry about pick locking that. Over here at the Crevice Dam, that's where you can find the witch costume and skeleton costumes, but it is random. It's not always guaranteed that you're gonna find them. And we didn't find any of this go around, but you can loot this. Ooh, come out here. A 3-star. I think I killed it. Let's see if we can still... Yay, we can still grab the stuff. Junk, but we can always scrap them, which I think I already did that today. We got 11. Alright, so I think that's going to conclude this video. If you like the video, click like. If you want to see more, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'll be putting in videos periodically. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see, or you would like, yeah, just put something in the comments, and if you need anything clarified, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'll be happy to help out. So please like, subscribe, share, and enjoy the game. Have a good one, guys.